My name's Jason Detzel. This is Diamond Hills Farm. I've been here 5 years now. I'm also the livestock specialist at Cornell Cooperative Extension Agency of Ulster County. Diamond Hills is just me, so that prevents safety issues. Obviously, if I get hurt or I break an ankle, I have to make sure I have a cell phone with me at all times, at least somebody knows where I am.
NYCAMH stands for the New York Center for Agricultural Medicine and Health, and we're trying to expand our reach throughout the whole state. So we're in Hudson, New York. It's down in the Hudson Valley, obviously. We came down here to do a post-John May farm safety visit. It's a fund that people can apply for to make safety improvements on their farm. Farmers are providing a very basic need as humans, and that's the need to eat. And in order to continue to do that work, they have to exist. They have to be there. They can't be in the hospital or God forbid, in the graveyard. We've gotten a lot of beef farmers that have called for these squeeze chutes or just cattle handling systems in general. Because of the parameters of our fund, we're targeting smaller farms that don't have the cash flow, maybe to make that safety improvement. Sometimes these systems can cost $10,000, $11,000, $12,000 and up. So by us allowing to help cost share that program, it's getting them the safety equipment they need to run a successful beef herd. Some other things have been electrical. We've helped with electrical improvements, and that can be a very costly thing, but a very important thing as well. Other than that, on just general farm safety stuff, guards, PTO shieldings, any mechanical motion that's not guarded up, any confined spaces, making sure that people are aware of those, people are cautious around those. Any hazard communication thing, making sure chemicals are properly labeled and people are wearing the proper PPE when they're dealing with dangerous chemicals, pesticides, insecticides, things along those lines.
I saw NYCAMH 2 years ago and spoke with them about the project, and it sounded really interesting to me. And I racked my brain thinking, well, what do I need for safety equipment? And I realized, well, I need a head gate. And I didn't think it was something they originally would fund because it didn't seem like a typical piece of safety equipment. And then when I started talking to them, they said, yeah, this is exactly what we're talking about. So once I contacted them and talked to them at NOFA and got the ball rolling, it just went on from there.
The importance of safety on the farm is so vital that we want to try to get to as many farms as we possibly can.
The more I do this and the more I get hurt, the more I realize it is important, because if I'm hurt, then the whole farm shuts down. It's just me. Also, if I'm hurt, the animals aren't going to be taken care of. So it's really the number one priority that I'm healthy overall. The other side of it is safety with the animals. Obviously, a 1,500 pound or 2,000 pound animal out there, it's just you. Things can get ugly real quick if you don't know what you're doing. This head gate allows me to do both, keep myself and the animal safe at the same time. And that's why it's a double whammy, win-win for me. Let's say we have some problems with birthing or something on the back end of that animal. And I can now easily approach that animal from the behind and close up so those legs can't kick me and do whatever I need to do to keep it safe. Also, if I need to give it a shot or treat it for parasites, I can access every part of that animal without it being in danger or me being in danger. It was a piece of cake. It was unreal. Not only that, but they're super flexible with what I wanted to do. Originally, I wanted to buy a brand new head gate, and I found a used one. We changed it up, boom, paperwork was done. Ended up spending less than half, I think, the total grant, which is even better, and it was so easy for them. So now hopefully they have some leftover money to help someone else, and I still got what I needed overall. But it was so streamlined, I couldn't believe it. It's not a regulatory agency. They're not going to push any compliance or laws on you, and that's the beauty of it, because they're there just specifically looking after someone's safety. Being a lone farmer all the time, it's always good to have visitors, especially ones that know who can talk about beef, which is what I want to talk about all the time. So the guy who was here before, he understood my needs real easily. He's got a background of farming and cooperative extension, and he also encouraged me to buy some other safety equipment, which is hard, I think, for someone to convince me to do anything. And I did. I went out and bought it, which was some chainsaw stuff, safety equipment, which is really cool. Then John came out here to do the follow-up, and he knows about beef, so we spent the entire time talking about our beef operations. So it was a great experience. I loved it. And luckily we had good weather for both visits.
I think it helped in a big way. I come from beef myself. We have a small beef farm back in Schoharie, New York. I've been around it my whole life, and I understand the strength, the power of these animals, the size of these animals. They can be very dangerous when you're handling them. An important aspect of that is to be able to do it safely. And previously, before having this head gate, which helps secure the animal in place, Jason was using 2 gates that were just kind of pinching the animal together, and it just wasn't as secure as it could be. Now with the head gate that he has in place in his corral system in his field, He's able to handle the animals safer. It's kind of a win-win because it helps with his production, but it's definitely made a safety improvement, and I'm glad that our company, NYCAMH, was able to assist in that.
I do recommend it a lot. I've actually sent this out an email blast because I work for the Extension Office. I send out weekly updates to people and also do some tabling at certain events, and we make it well known that this is an available option for people looking for safety advice, and I really do hope that people take advantage of it. The more people that use it, I feel like the funds will hopefully grow, and you will actually save some lives and at least prevent some injuries. So yeah, I definitely recommend it as much as I can.
We just want to go out and make sure that the farmers that are out doing the valuable work that they're doing are able to continue to do it in a healthy and safe manner. They're able to go home to their families each night, and they're able to stay in production because we need them. We need our farmers to continue to produce. We need them to thrive and be viable in our state. It's a very important sector in the economy, and I think that you know, we just want to help. Is the best thing I can say.